It is the evening of Wednesday, July 15th. And can I just say that my day has been full all day. And what I love about it is that I have connected with and communicated with so many people and only had one phone call. And even that phone call was very brief and it was fine, totally fine. Like it was something that needed to be discussed more than it probably would have been understood via text. And so it was fine that I had that phone call. But I absolutely love staying connected with the world through digital means, digitally staying connected with all of y'all. I love that. And so I decided to, my intuition told me to look up um, people who hate phone calls or something like that. I looked up and I was like, wow, these videos explain it perfectly. So now I've made a playlist to help people understand why I prefer digital communication or appointments or face-to-face over phone calls. Um, yeah, and so I made that playlist. I will put that in these screenshots the next time I put this vlog together, so you know where to find it. Yay! I'm not alone. And it explains it perfectly, these videos that I found so far. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Thursday, July 16th, 2026. And I really haven't done this before where I put something up on my YouTube channel and things are completely out of order, because I have like several days between July, I want to say 12th, or maybe even July 11th actually, all the way through yesterday, that I've recorded, but I have not edited and put up on my channel yet, because there's some stuff in it that I've said that have updates to it and some great potential news, but I don't want to share it all until I have everything finalized. But I did want to come on here because I'm excited that I have found some great videos on YouTube that really articulate how I am as it relates to phone calls. And I know that there have been some people, especially in my family, including the mother, who have used phone calls and called me. And I have either, told them like point blank that I'm not in a place to take a phone call, or I haven't called them back, or I just don't feel like talking. And I know that it's probably not been well taken or well understood by any of them, because their mode of being in the world is to call and to talk. I mean, at one point in time last year when I first started vlogging, one of my cousins was so excited to see me on the internet vlogging that he called me at like 6:30 in the morning, and I had already, like in many vlogs, said that I do not like talking on the phone, and the first thing that he did was call me. And I'm sure that I've hurt some of my family members' feelings, because calling is just not my friggin' thing. Like, and at even another point, I, said in one of my vlogs that, if you're going to call me, I prefer for you to make an appointment. And one of my other cousins was joking, saying, I'm not going to make an appointment to call you. I'm just going to call. And it's just like, I'm trying to let you know what my needs are and what my boundaries are and what's important to me. And is frustrating to me that the way that some of my family members want and need to connect is a way that does not work for me. And so what I want to say is that when I finally just point blank said to my mom that I really don't like talking on the phone, which I thought I had said it to her before, but I don't feel like she heard me because she kept calling me. But I feel like she heard me this time when I said it, but then I feel like she kind of made a little bit of a sarcastic, like throwing it up in my face that I said it, as if maybe I hurt her feelings by saying it. But the thing is that what the reason why I wanted to come on and say something about this right now is because I just want you all and people who are coming onto my channel and people who are getting to know me and my family and my mom, like everybody, is that, you know, I love my family very much and I love my mother very much, but I also love myself. And I know that phone calls sometimes can be extremely, extremely draining for me, extremely draining. And that I need to be in a place and prepared for what the phone call is about. Like, what do you want? Like, what's your agenda? And if we're going to talk, you know, let's talk to make a plan to meet in person, you know, or let's do not a FaceTime, a random FaceTime, but like, let's set up a Zoom call or a Google Meet call where we can talk face to face at a time that's scheduled. So it's intentional and I could read your face when we're talking and I can hear you and see you and make sure that we're both paying attention to the conversation. Anyway, all of that to be said that for the longest time I thought I was a weirdo and that something was wrong with me and that I wouldn't be able to make friends and connect with people because I had this thing that I didn't like talking on the phone. And I thought that the whole world loved talking on the phone and it was just me, it was different. And so I found several videos on YouTube that explain why people like me are the way that they are about the phone or the way that we are. And the other day, even when we were at one of the events we were at, a couple other people said that they don't like talking on the phone either. And I was like, oh my God, my tribe. And the thing that's so incredible is that I've been able to make connections with so many people recently in 2026 via digital communication. Everything that I've done throughout 2026 has been with very limited phone contact. And it's amazing to me because people are able to communicate well and be able to read and do everything via group chat, via voice notes, via email, via text, via everything. And it's so incredible to me that I no longer feel like just a unicorn in a world of people who have to talk on the phone. Like I even had someone send me a message today saying, I'll call you. And then they called. And we had like a short 10-minute conversation and, you know, to clarify some things. And it was like, okay, this is great. And, you know, even me being able to vlog and express myself in a one-way, uninterrupted way is so meaningful to me. And I can also do the same in some of the groups that I'm in and be able to share myself with people via a one-way communication where I can get all my thoughts out without being interrupted or corrected. And so anyways, I just wanted to come on to say, especially to my family, who I'm so happy to be in a group chat with some of my cousins that I haven't seen or talked to in years, and to let them know that, you know, I'm just different and I still do love and care for them very much, even if my mode of communication is not the same as theirs. I'm a highly sensitive person. I'm very attuned to people's moods and tone of voice and so many different things that get in my head that make it difficult for me to just have a simple conversation. Like, it's just not my thing. But I do love and care for all of them very much, and I'm happy to be connected with them again and part of a group chat with them. And I'm very happy that my mom has shown understanding for and respect for the fact that phone calls are just not my thing. And I know it's not all about me, and so I do make exceptions, but I prefer to make exceptions that are scheduled and not just like calling me random out of the blue. So I love that I now have a playlist on both of my YouTube channels of videos where other people are talking about what it feels like when a person like me gets a phone call out of nowhere. It's like, text me, please. Don't just call me. And so I did want to come on now and record this and post it, even if it's out of date order, so that if you're getting to know me or you think you know me, this is what you need to know about me, is that phone calls are not my thing. And if I answer your call or I take your call or I call you back, I am making an extreme exception to something. Like, the thing is I have no problem with phone calls that are logistics based. We're, trying to make arrangements for something and we need to talk about something, and it's easier than going back and forth, or the communication that we're trying to do in writing is not clear. I've been in group chats where people will get on video and record a video to explain because it's too much to text. I've been in DM conversations where someone will send a voice note because it's too much to text. All those things are excellent. I just don't like to be put on the spot and have to think off the top of my head to say everything I need to say in a conversation over the phone. In person is easier for me, but over the phone is much more difficult. And these videos that I'm about to put in screenshots for, or the playlist where you can go see the videos, it just explains it so well that I don't even need to say a lot more about it. Just go to the playlist. And I will actually put a link to the playlist in the description for this video. This was so important that I wanted to just record this individual video to talk about me not liking to talk on the phone, and hopefully gain some understanding from my family, who I love dearly, but who all are phone callers, and I'm not a phone caller. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Oh, and by the way, I'm Nicole D. Ford. Find me on all social media, Nicole D. Ford Vegas, Nicole D. Ford Vlogger, and subscribe to both my YouTube channels. Links in bio. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, and so with that being said, you should subscribe and hit the notification bell, because I will have some updates coming soon. I just do not want to share my diary entries or my vlogging from July 11th through now, because I don't want to put the cart before the horse. I want to make sure everything is finalized before I share with you what happened over the last couple of days. But I'm excited to share it, but I don't want to share it until it's final. So subscribe so you can be notified when new shit comes out. Peace out. Well, the other thing I have to be honest about and say, and I know I've said it before, is that sometimes I feel like the people who talk on the phone, from my experience, especially as it relates to some of my family, is that a lot of the conversation is built on gathering information from you to either use it against you later or to share it as gossip with other family members. So I definitely don't like that. Or to share it with other people and to use it to talk about you to other people, or the conversation leans towards gossiping about each other. And I also really am not interested in that either. It's kind of like, let me give you the update and the rundown on what's going on with so-and-so. And that's not a high vibration, interesting conversation to me. And sometimes I feel like that's kind of where phone calls can sometimes go. Or it can go to where somebody's having so many issues that they overload me and overburden me with their emotional issues, and then it fucks up my whole my whole psyche and my whole day, and I'm spending all my time worrying about them. And so, phone calls just do too much, I think, sometimes for me. I don't mind meeting face to face and having deep, long conversations that are engaging. I don't mind that. I don't mind having appointments and video calls. I don't mind having phone calls for logistics, like working out certain things, like, hey, I'm here, where are you at? Type of those kind of short, brief phone calls, or, updates about certain situations where the easiest thing is a phone call, like you're trying to update about a family member in an emergency situation or an urgent situation, stuff like that. I don't mind at all. But just like calling just to like have a meandering conversation just feels so pointless to me. And so if that's your way of connecting, that's going to be a no for me, dog. That's going to be really difficult. And so what I'm loving now is that I don't have a lack of connection in my life anymore, thinking that I was flawed because I'm a certain way. And so I love that. All right, and these are the playlists, or this is the playlist that I've created. It's both on my Nicole D. Ford Vegas channel as well as Nicole D. Ford Blogger. I have about 8 or 9 videos on there, so go check them out. I'll put the link in the description.